The trembling young woman behind the hotel reception desk had only agreed to cover one daytime shift, never imagining that a single guest would completely rewrite her future. As she nervously checked in a quiet traveler carrying nothing but a worn leather bag, she had no idea he was one of the country's youngest millionaire entrepreneurs, or that by sunset, one selfless decision would save his life and forever change her own. Before we begin this emotional journey, if you believe kindness, forgiveness, hope, and second chances still exist in this world, please like this video, leave a heartfelt comment, share it with someone who needs encouragement today, and subscribe to our channel so our family and our community can continue growing through stories that remind us even the smallest act of compassion can change someone's destiny. The temporary receptionist was named Vivian Carter, a 27-year-old woman whose dreams had been quietly postponed by responsibility. She had studied hospitality management, hoping to manage a luxury resort one day, but after her father's sudden illness left her family struggling with medical bills, she accepted every temporary job she could find. She never complained. Every paycheck helped keep her parents in their small home and allowed her younger brother to continue college without interruption. That bright morning, the hotel's regular receptionist had called in sick, and Vivian was asked to replace her for the day. Though nervous, she greeted every guest with genuine warmth. While some visitors barely looked at her, she welcomed each person with the same kindness, believing everyone deserved respect regardless of appearance. Shortly before noon, a tall man wearing simple clothes entered the lobby. His suitcase looked old, and nothing about him suggested wealth. Several impatient guests glanced past him, assuming he was an ordinary traveler. Vivian smiled warmly, offered him fresh coffee while the reservation system briefly slowed, and apologized sincerely for the delay. The traveler introduced himself as Graham Holloway. Unknown to everyone around him, Graham owned one of the fastest-growing technology companies in the country. Despite his enormous success, he disliked luxury displays and often traveled anonymously because he wanted people to treat him honestly rather than admire his fortune. As Vivian completed the check-in process, she noticed he seemed unusually exhausted. Dark circles beneath his eyes revealed countless sleepless nights. She quietly reminded him that even successful people needed proper rest. Graham smiled for the first time that day. Most people congratulated him on business achievements. Very few cared whether he had slept. Throughout the afternoon, Vivian continued helping guests while Graham worked quietly in the hotel lounge. During a coffee break, she noticed an elderly couple struggling with heavy luggage. Before any staff member responded, she rushed over to help them despite being off the clock for only a few minutes. Graham watched the entire moment. There were no cameras nearby. No manager was observing. She wasn't trying to impress anyone. Kindness simply came naturally to her. Later that afternoon, an unexpected electrical problem briefly disrupted the hotel's computer network. Frustrated guests formed long lines, and tempers quickly rose. While others panicked, Vivian calmly reassured every guest, handwritten room confirmations, offered refreshments, and patiently listened to every complaint without raising her voice. Her calmness transformed chaos into cooperation. Even those who had arrived angry eventually thanked her. Graham couldn't stop watching. He had built billion-dollar software systems designed to improve customer experiences, yet one compassionate employee had accomplished more with patience than technology ever could. Before leaving the hotel, Graham quietly asked the general manager about Vivian's position. The manager sighed sadly. He explained she wasn't a permanent employee despite repeatedly proving herself. Budget restrictions and company policies kept delaying her full-time opportunity. Those words stayed with Graham during the drive back to his office. For the next several days, he couldn't forget the receptionist who treated strangers with genuine respect while carrying invisible burdens of her own. Instead of sending flowers or expensive gifts, Graham arranged something far more meaningful. He invited the hotel management team to discuss a partnership between his company and the hotel chain. During the meeting, he shared detailed observations about customer service, employee recognition, and workplace compassion. Then he mentioned one temporary receptionist by name. The executives were surprised. Among hundreds of employees, the Millionaire CEO remembered the quiet woman who believed kindness mattered more than recognition. After reviewing her outstanding performance, the hotel immediately offered Vivian a permanent management track position along with advanced leadership training and a salary that finally allowed her family to breathe financially. When she received the news, tears filled her eyes. For years she had believed hard work often went unnoticed. Now she understood that genuine character is always seen by someone, even when we least expect it. Months later, Graham visited the hotel again. This time Vivian welcomed him not as a temporary receptionist filled with uncertainty but as an assistant operations manager confidently leading her team. She thanked Graham for believing in her potential. He smiled and admitted the truth. She had changed his life first. Watching her serve strangers with dignity reminded him that success meant very little if it wasn't used to recognize good people before they gave up on their dreams. Inspired by her example, Graham launched a nationwide scholarship and career advancement program for hospitality workers who consistently demonstrated exceptional kindness and integrity. Hundreds of hardworking employees received opportunities they never imagined possible. Many later said one stranger's belief in ordinary people had transformed their futures forever. Before this story reaches its heartfelt conclusion, we'd love to hear from you. Please leave a meaningful comment telling us whether you believe genuine kindness eventually finds its way back to those who give it freely. As another beautiful afternoon filled the hotel lobby with warm sunlight and smiling travelers, Vivian realized that the most important guest she had ever welcomed wasn't simply a millionaire. He was someone who recognized her heart before her resume. Graham discovered that the greatest investments are never measured only in money but in believing in people whose goodness often goes unnoticed. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, leave a meaningful comment, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss another emotional journey. Remember, every person you meet may be carrying unseen struggles, and one act of genuine kindness can become the beginning of a future more beautiful than either of you ever imagined.